What is up, everybody? Ranger79 here. We're back on some X-Plane 11, the CRJ-200. We're flying out of Portland International, which you're looking at right now, to Bozeman, Yellowstone Airport in Montana. We got ORTHO4XP throughout the entire region. Should be a real nice flight. Weather's pretty good. I'm going to be using a couple of apps on my iPad to help with weather and our route, and we should be good to go. I don't have too many issues. We'll see if we can start this engine without having an engine fire. But Ortho is looking really nice, and I'm really excited about this. So let's go to the flight plan real quick, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Got our plane. Okay, so over here I'm using the Flight Plan Go, using Air Server to stream this my iPad to my stream computer. And for guys having problems with that, just make sure your IP for your iPad is properly put into your settings here under Settings, Data Out or Network, and your iPad or your iPhone right here. Transmit to a single copy and put my IP address to my internal IP address to my iPad. So it works pretty good. And then underneath the app external, make sure you have the X-Plane is checked. So I'm using an iPad Air 2. Alright, so I got this flight plan from, let's go do this. Got this flight plan from, I modified from SimBrief. So we'll be taking off, let's look at our weather real quick. Sure we're good to go. So we're at Portland now. I use flightstats.com. Our weather, visibility is 10 miles, winds east at 9 miles per hour. Parameter is 30.22. Got that written down. Okay, let's look at Bozeman weather. Refresh this. Visibility is 10 miles. Winds northwest at 10. So if we go back to our app here, let's look at airports. So diagram. So we said winds are coming in from the east. If you look at this map here, straight up and down right now, that's east. So right here is north. You see that? So we don't want to take off from 28 right. We want to take off from 10 left or 10 right. I think we'll go 10 right on this one. And let's go ahead and look at Bozeman real quick. Kbzn. And let's do airport diagram. Okay, so we said winds are northwest. So this is north, straight up. West is over here by runway 12, so we want to be going runway 30, which is pretty much an RNAV approach. So we got our plan pretty much set how we want it, so that's not bad at all. So let's go ahead and go back to Kpdx. Okay, and let's go to our map. So there's a flight plan I have here. We're going to be going off the Lava 6 to the PDT transition SID. From PDT, we're taking jetway J16 to Haya, and Haya V86 to FIDEP, or basically to our arrival. So it's pretty much going to be the transition is going to be Haya, and then the RNAV tree 0, which is right here. You can see, and basically it shows us we're going to have a semicircle all the way into runway 30 at 303 degrees. So pretty good. Weather, let's zoom out for weather real quick. Weather's not too bad. You can see it's not too crazy here. And what I did is, real quick to show you guys before I start doing anything crazy, I use SimBrief, goes to it, and I kind of modified my route to make sure it works. And we'll see if we can input the airways into the CRJ FMC. Alright, so we're all set there. Our total fuel, or total weight right now is 43,730 32 pounds. Our fuel is 7,563 pounds. So we'll use that for our VREFs for departure and arrival. We'll estimate how much fuel we used. We have a SR-71 taking off. Okay. All right. So let's get in the cockpit. Hopefully I don't screw us up too bad here. All right. Track power on. Let's go get our batteries going. APU door open. And I'm not getting anything here. What's going on? Come on. Man, I just updated to PB14. I don't know what's going on. Let's go ahead and try to do this again here. Go to the aircraft real quick. We'll see what's going on. Tell you what, I had an engine fire a little while ago. I don't know what the hell is going on here. Okay. Better. Okay, APU. Alright, let's go ahead and get our INS aligned. Before I do anything else, we're going to stay on battery power. Okay. So some guys asked me to keep the, get a little closer to the FMC when I'm putting stuff in here, so sorry it's so dark. I'm using Reshade, but without the Reshade it's still dark because this is the way the shadows are right now. Alright, we're at Kpdx. And we'll copy this over. Done. Flight plan, we're going to put in our departure, or our arriving airport, which is Kbzn. And we said, let's go 10 right. I think we said 10 right will be our departure airport, or runway. Okay, execute. Let's go ahead and go to departures. Depart Lava 6, PDT. Check. Alright, flight plan. Alright, so we said PDT. Looking at our route here. Let me get my route back out here real quick. Alright, so our route is going to be PDT to J16, which would be airway J16. They want to get off J16 at HIA. And they want to take V86, another airway. And we want to go to, this is temporary because there's no really output to this airway, so we're going to do FIDEP. FIDEP. Okay. Oh, mismatch. Okay. Let's just do let's do V86 again. V86. Let's go to Kbzn just to appease it here. Okay, now execute. Go to departure. Then go to arrival. We're going to do RNAV 30 to HIA transition. Execute. Let's go to our legs page, make sure we're good. 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 And HIA, we go right into CONET. Okay. That looks good. Okay, so go back and look at our, I think our temperatures, didn't see here. Temperature at Portland is 15 degrees Celsius. So we're going to put our thrust limiter at 15C. Takeoff is 90.1. Okay. Check. And flight number, let's do something funny. Range 0096. And we'll copy. Nope, won't let me. Let's execute first, now copy. Enter name for route, okay. That route saved. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and we got our yaw dampers on, nav. Okay, let's go ahead and start up our APU generator's on. I should have did this first, and then these four buttons here. Ignition, fingers crossed. Right engine starting. Should we get to 1.5? We're good. No engine fire yet. Okay, good to go. Start our engine 1. Alright, here with some fuel. And we should have put our beacons and navs on. And let's go ahead and put our hydros on. Our generator 1 and 2 on. AP gen off. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and put our, that's our route here. Okay. So what we're gonna do next is go to our pilot handbook, put in our VREFs here, if I can find it. Okay, so we're at 43, approximately 43, almost 44,000 pounds. So we'll go ahead and go here. So for 8 degrees flaps. Okay. Our VT, or VFTO, will be 172. Select V1, 132. VR 134 and V2 145. And we do nav source FMS. Altitude when we have 7,000. 275. Alright, flight director on. Alright, I think we're good here. Everything good. Alright, let's go ahead and put our ignition lights on. We got this menu, go back to flight plan go. And we're gonna do is call for a tug, get pushed back to the right here. Nose right. Look at my iPad. I need to pay attention here. Okay. Put our strobes on. And we'll put our landing lights on. Okay. Look clear. Alright, final checks, make sure we're good to go. Let's go our seatbelts on. And we do a heading hold. Alright, let's get started up and go. Rotate at V2. Rotate. Wheels up. I got trim on default right now, so. Flaps coming up. I got a flight plan here. Going a little too fast for this area, so we're gonna slow it down a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and click on speed hold and autopilot nav. And speed would drop down to this a little bit here. Let's look at our performance information. We're at climb, a little more altitude, a little more speed there. fast. We'll slow it down. And let's go ahead and start our increase at 3400. Okay. Alright, looks like we're climbing still. 2.4, we're still doing good. Up our speed just a little bit. Top of climb will be coming up here real soon. With good tailwind, our speeds are fantastic. Almost in the actual jet stream there, and we hit that Chas point there. And let's see what we say here, 4.19. It's probably not how you're supposed to do it, but that's how I'm going to do it. Just to help me with my limits, my thrust. So cruise will be at 86.2. That should keep us around between 300 and 310 knots, I believe. Alright, so we got a little bit of time to talk, so let's talk about what happened this week. This week was pretty crazy at work. Let me turn this down a little bit. Okay, yeah, work was a little crazy this week, but my family and I went to Branson, Missouri for a small little mini vacation. Friday, got back today. It was pretty cool. It was good for the kiddos. We got out of the house and got to see a couple of things. It was pretty neat. It was really weird because on Saturday it snowed there. So we're what, March 12th, and it snowed. So that's pretty crazy, especially for that area. But we made it back safe, and we got a pretty. This week will be kind of crazy. It's been kind of crazy at work, but it's part of it. So try to get another flight in this week, probably a GA flight over somewhere on the West Coast this week. But everything's going pretty well. I want to talk a little bit about some of the pros and cons of the different flight sims. Pretty much not combat flight sims like DCS is not really any comparison, but more of FSX or prepared versus the X-plane, and just my personal beliefs on certain things. Pros for when I'm flying right now, X-plane, of course, 64-bit. You're not going to run out. You're not going to get any out of memory errors. Haven't had one yet. Easy installation of add-ons, plugins, scenery packs, airplanes. Very, very easy. It's like 1 or 2 file structures, if that. You put it in the folder in there. Usually it's plug and play. Pretty easy. And of course, the pro is this beautiful scenery we have. I mean, ORTHO4XP is just gorgeous. The only downside is just, it takes a lot of space, but it's worth it. Some of the cons of X-plane, of course, is not as many, I would say, scenery developers and aircraft developers as FSX are prepared to have. Hopefully we have some more come aboard, but that's one of the biggest cons. Other than that, what else cons? Air traffic. There's a couple add-ons, but it's not as good as, in my opinion, as like Ultimate Traffic 2. What else? Tower comms are horrible, but a lot of people fly using a different services like VATSIM or Pilot Edge. So it's a payware ATC program. You can get live ATC, so you can kind of use that instead of using the default. Sorry, using the default air traffic control with prepared and FSX, which isn't too bad actually. It's not the best, but it's better than X-plane. So some of the cons of some of the pros are prepared. A lot of people making maps and airplanes. A lot of the developers. There's hundreds. You can get Orbix. It's a little expensive, but I have Orbix for the U.S. and the world or global and open LCs and all regions, and so there's a lot of pros to that. Like I said, the actual tower, the ATC is pretty good default. It's not too bad. You have the AI traffic. You have a lot of add-ons, utilities you can use as well. Ground Services X, I think from Flightbeam I have, is pretty cool. There's something similar to X-plane, but it's a cool add-on. You have a lot of airports. You don't have to download a bunch of airports like you do in X-plane. They have a lot of airports available. They're not the most high def, but there's different add-ons to make them better. Bigger community prepared. So with bigger community comes bigger dollars for developers for them, so they make more money, unfortunately. Some of the cons, of course, 32-bit, out of memory errors, constant. I'm running a beast machine, and with what I can't stand is the blurries. Even at like normal settings, you get blurry sometimes on your scenery. It's like your scenery's trying to load itself a lot. I don't like that. Cons: night lighting is okay. It's not as good as in X-plane 11 or X-plane 10. So, what else? So let me get some more positives. I love military aircraft. So there's like the A-10, F-16, F-15, C-130. It's all these high fidelity, nice add-ons for prepared. And there's not a lot of options for X-Plane. There's like the F-18 and something else, but with the Vario and the HUD, sometimes they're just not as good. Like the cockpits are just really nice and prepared for the different military aircraft I like. So, and pros, they have Active Sky Next, which is a cool weather engine. Vario is still very new, but it's getting there. But it's all 2D cloud layers, and Active Sky Next can be kind of demanding on your aircraft or your airplane, your sim, but you can actually make it better. You can adjust something here, a cloud layer there, a setting there, whatever. Plus, you can also have you can create your own weather using that engine, which is kind of cool, or have real live weather like we're doing right now. So there's my kind of give and take for the sims. I'm hoping Prepared gets their Prepared 4 comes out, version 4, with a different operating system, 64-bit, which will help a lot, I think. Hopefully, and to rebuy everything. That's the only thing that comes with a new version like that. You might have to rebuy all your add-ons. You have to, of course, upgrade to that version 4, which is, if you're running Pro version, is $200. So I would recommend the academic license, because it's not, you don't have to pay as much as like $60. But other than that, that's kind of my pros and cons for both. If we look at ECS, of course I'm partial to that Sims. I made a DLC for that, for Eagle, the Dynamics and TFC, but they have their issues too, like any developer. But they are continually growing the actual sim, the actual base of the DCS world. They're bringing out new maps, new modules, high fidelity study sim aircraft that you have to read a book or to look at tutorials and know what you're doing to actually make them work. So it's kind of like this actual aircraft here. It takes a little bit getting used to. It's not just a, you throw it up in the air and start it up. You have to really know what you're doing. And so I like this aircraft here, this little CRJ. We have the version 2 hopefully coming out in the next couple of months. Jay Rawlings is on YouTube making live streams, and it's pretty cool watching him do his thing live. It's pretty neat. So there's my kind of take on everything. I want to make at least 1 or 2 high def, UHF 4K videos of the CRJ and X-Plane alone, just at least every week. That's my goal. With the work schedule and the family, I'll try to do the best I can, but I want to at least get, like I said, 1 or 2 videos a week. Takes a while to edit them, of course, in 4K, but I think that's a sustainable goal. I'm going to try to hold myself to that as well. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And I'll try some different aircraft. I'm looking at the Airbus from JAR Designs. It looks cool, but I'm not sure yet. I like this little regional airliner right here, the CRJ, because I can land different airports that Airbus can't land in. So I kind of like that, the kind of flexibility. Alright, so we're hitting some weather here. Looks like a little bit. Look on our map and flight plan go. Look outside. And it's pretty close. We're hitting it right now, and that's what it looks like on the map. So pretty close to real weather conditions. Hopefully we can see the mountains here soon. There's some beautiful mountains up here. We're going to be going through Idaho real soon. We zoom out a little bit. We have some weather conditions in looks like what, Doxy. So we're about to hit the Idaho border, and it's just gorgeous. I love using the ORTHO4XP. Like I was saying, I have about 540 tiles done right now for the US. So I have everything from, if you take Oklahoma, like a tile or two east of Oklahoma, all the way north to Canada border, all the way south to the Gulf of Mexico, Everything west of that is done in ORTHO4XP using BI source and zoom level 17. So, trying to finish the US project by another hard drive. I have a 6 terabyte right now, and I have 1.87 gigabytes left. So we'll see if I can, how much more I can do, but I'll probably have to buy another hard drive. My goal is to get the whole US and using the ORTHO4XP application. So. So we'll start our descent about 45 miles from Haya. Give us enough time to get down so we can make our loop, and we should be good there. Alright, so we're getting close to our top descent here. We're going to be at, let's do 45 miles out from Haya. We'll start descent. And let's go ahead and adjust our range here a little bit. Let's see what we got going on here. And we'll start hitting in our pattern. We got it looks close, but we got a little bit of ways here. 137 miles till we hit our airport. And we can slow down using speed brakes and that and what have you. So pretty good flight so far. It's been pretty nice. A little bit of weather, but it hasn't been too bad. So we got a plane in front of us, looks like. That's at 4. Well, we should give us an escort or something here. Nice. Alright, start descent. Wrong way. I was saying, what were we going up for? Okay. Not good. Let's do about 2.7, 2.8. See how we do. ahead and put in our 30.2. "35 miles we hit QTOT." And let's say we're going to be at approximately 2,600 pounds of fuel. Go to the pilot handbook. So we'll be around the 39,000 to 40,000. So we're going to look at V speeds 130, or our final landing speed. That's what we want to be at. So we want to put 90, VR 90. It gets a little too cluttered for me, so I can keep it simple. Yeah, we're doing good here. All right, and we set our I think it's 303. Let's set up real quick. "303. Check. And we'll be at 180. Slower down here to 180. At least 220, then we can hit 180. And let's go ahead and put in bigger range there. Okay. Go back to our flight plan. We didn't use that much fuel, so we're gonna write the key out. So and we'll be at 84, and we'll go right here. Okay. I have my altitude set. That's why I wasn't showing, because I didn't have my altitude set properly. My bad. Alright, so at FIB NY, I want to be at 7,500. No. And speed down a little bit. Want to be at 180. 7,500. Check. Okay, landing lights on. Okay, we're good there. These are our spoilers. Speed brakes here, get with 180. I'll keep this pretty tight here. Speeds are okay. We're at what, 185 there. So I'm just a little more. So at Fibney you want to be at 7500. Airport should have been off to our left there. Coming up close. Not seeing it just yet there. Slow it down a little bit. Yep. Airport's will be off to our 10 o'clock here in a second. Speed's trying to creep back up again. Alright, speeds are good. Airport should be alright, it's gonna get kind of crazy here, so we're gonna get ready to go. Alright, 7500. Let's go ahead. Alright, there we go. One set of flaps, or one set of speed brakes real quick, just to get it slowed, because I don't want to, every time we descend, we're going to have to gain some speed here. And Mod G 7400. Gonna put that in right now. Okay. Speed's still a little high, but we're coming down a little bit. Look at our pitch right now. That's what I'm worried about. When I take off autopilot, it's gonna go nuts. Alright, I'm putting on the landing gear. Just, I know it's a little early, but I want to get, I know it's gonna start messing with my speed, so I want to make sure it's set. Alright, so we're at Sivmo, we want to be at 6800. Alright, gears down. There's the airport over there. I believe. Yeah. Alright, start ascending again. One set of flaps. Trying to fight that flap input there, but we'll be okay. So Janik want to be at 6,300. And Citri 5,700. We're gonna set that right now. Runway in sight. Speed brakes out. We're getting too fast here. Another set of flaps just to get us on path here. We're a little off. Our pitch is okay actually. Let's go ahead and ride up a little bit. There we go. And I'm gonna take over from here. See how we do. Our pitch down just a little bit, and final flaps. Be at 130 at the threshold of the runway. A little slow. Gotta speeds up. Speed brakes off here. Which had a little more a little more view of the speedometer of my speeds, but I think we're okay here. Got full flaps. Be a little bit at 130. Looking okay. Don't want to float. A little bit back on the throttles. Okay. Not too shabby. Okay, we did not arm our aversirs, so let's do that now. On. Gotta slow us down nice and gently here. Alright. And take those off. Alright. You know what, guys? That wasn't too bad, I don't think. Landing was pretty soft. We had a little bit of float, but a couple of things you gotta remember is make sure I do my before landing checklist and get my APUs on. And my, I like to use my speed brakes and everything manually. And let's see here, and my spoilers, but it's not bad to have them on just in case. So, all right, welcome to Kbzn, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. So our V speeds were pretty good, at least our actual assumptions of our max speed or our max weight, because our Speed between 130 and 132 was pretty much right on. We had a pretty good landing. Alright. Gonna volume up just a little bit so you see how the sounds sound in game. Pretty awesome. Our final fuel though, calculations were a little off. We didn't burn that much fuel because we're in that little jet stream, so speeds were a little off, calculations, but it wasn't too bad. We landed about, I think, 135 knots. So it wasn't too terrible. We'll park over here and we'll get a replay going, and we'll call it a night. Let's see if it actually has this real quickly. Let me check the. They go back here. They go to airports. Kbzn. Go to airport diagram. Yep. So we're gonna go to Terminal A. I know you guys like the 4K flights, but I can do a lot of streaming in 1080p and edit a lot easier in 1080p, but it's all about what you guys want. If you guys like 4K, then I'll continue 4K. So let's go ahead and get our gate here. Alright, welcome to the Bozeman. Beautiful Montana. Alright, got a tower view here. See how we look here. The trim wasn't too bad from autopilot. Usually it's pretty crazy, but it wasn't too bad this time, to be honest with you. It wasn't like at 10 or 11 like it usually is. You gotta really adjust for it when it's like that, so. So I'm getting a little better in the CRJ, I believe. We'll see how the landing looks. In the cockpit, it felt good, so we'll see how we looked in this view. Not too bad, little off center line. But overall, was pretty good landing. Reverse is coming out. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that flight. You're getting better and better. Um, Hopefully, we'll keep increasing our knowledge of the CRJ-200. I know they're making the new version very soon, so can't wait for that. And it's fun. I like flying with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the flight. I'll talk to you guys soon. Ranger 79 out.